Stop recording.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gave my love a cherry without any stone. I gave my love a chicken without any bone. I gave my love a baby with no crying, and I told my love a story without any end. That's a very popular old American folk song called the Riddle song. And what we're going to do here in this lesson, if I can get all my words out, although this lesson is primarily aimed at guitars, I'm playing a guitar of course, and you heard that. If you're playing an auto harp, a banjo, a mandolin, a fiddle, a ukulele, it doesn't matter. Even a harmonica, you know? As long as you know your chords and you know where your notes are, you can join in with this lesson. Sorry for, friends, these are new strings, so they will pop out of tune occasionally. So we have our song, the Riddle song. The first thing we need to know is, what rhythm are we playing in? Well, you heard me count at the start of the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's very important. If I'd have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, we'd have had to go. I gave my love a cherry without any stone. Gave my love chicken without any bone. Not only is that hard to listen to, it's hard to play. You can barely understand anything I'm saying. So what about the other extreme? If I went 1, 2, 3, 4. I gave my love a cherry without... Yeah, it's a dirge, isn't it? So rhythm is important. That's what that count is all about. Especially if you're playing with other people. They're going to know the speed that you are going to play at. And sometimes it helps as well. Especially if it's the first time you're playing with a bunch of folks. You can say, okay, folks, we're doing Riddle song in D. And sometimes even play a little bit of an intro. And that last note of your intro is a D note. So by that, everybody knows the dominant chord is going to be D. Now, how you strum the song is up to you. Providing you're in rhythm, you can use just downstrokes, you can use up and down strokes, you can cross pick, it doesn't matter. The main thing is, there's no tab for this, and I got the inspiration to do this lesson from a Facebook group called Tab Monkey Rescue. And that's because, while there are some great teachers on YouTube, very often we hear the dreaded words. So let's print out the tab. Now, if you're blind, like me, that's no good to you at all. If you can't read music, that's no good to you at all. We're going to learn this song, and hopefully many others, by ear. And if you break songs down, really, if you take all the jazz out, like I have with this, I could have played that a lot jazzier, a lot more complicated. But I'm just playing a simple, stripped-down version for now, just so that I can teach you the basic chords. So our first chord is D. That's our dominant chord for the first phrase. I gave my love a cherry without... Now, our voice changes pitch there. So if I play D without it, it sounds wrong. So we need to move chord, and that will be our A chord. So, I gave my love a cherry without any stone. Now my voice naturally ends up on a D note, so we take it back to that dominant D chord. Stone. Back to A. I gave my lover. Back to D. Chicken. With now we've got a new chord, a G chord. So we'll do that phrase again. I gave my love a chicken without any bone. Now when we say bone, we'll go back to our lovely dominant chord, our D chord. Then we'll use our G chord again. I gave my love a baby. So basically, it's G and D fighting it out amongst themselves here. And you can hear by the way your voice pitches when you should be changing chord. Because it'll just sound wrong. I gave my love a baby. No, not quite right on the guitar. Maybe on the dulcimer, but no. If you can change chords with ease, you might as well. I gave my love a baby with no crying. And the last phrase goes back to our dominant D chord. And I told my love a story that has a chord, has no end. And those are the only 3 chords you're going to need. The song has a couple more verses, which we'll sing at the end, but those are the only chords you're going to need. You can put a 4th chord in if you want to. You can put in a little B minor 7th on that last phrase. If you really want to show off, you can put some hammer-ons in. Just makes it sound a little more fun, doesn't it? So it becomes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So let's sing the second, let's go through those chords one time and then we'll go through the verses of the song so that you've got the complete song. Remember, this is YouTube, you can pause the video, you can rewind, you can fast forward, you can do whatever you want. And I am assuming that you know the chords to the instrument you want to play. If you can see my hands and you're a guitar player, then you will see what fingers I'm using to fret. Maybe that'll be another lesson. I can do basic chords for different instruments, just basic open chords, because that's all I really use. Sometimes I'll use a capo. Yeah, I use a cheater, boy. And they're not cheaters, they make life easy. They make songs accessible because there's no time for piddling around in a jam session. Anyway, back to the song. So we'll do our little intro. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I'm just doing this. And I'll count us in. Remember, we're going to be on our D chord. You can strum it or you can hammer on. Whatever you want to do. You ready? Well, steal a line from Patrick, even if you're not. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gave my love a cherry that has no stone. I gave my love a chicken that has no bone. I gave my love a baby with no crying. I told my love a story that has no end. You see I did a walking bass there on the 6th string. Just makes the song sound more exciting. It's not really anything fancy. It's just a little touch to make it a bit more fun. You can do an alternating bass, anything you want. Okay. Start again. How can you have a cherry that has no stone? I hope you're playing along at home. How can you have a chicken that has no bone? How can you have a baby with no crying? How can you have a story that has no end? Now on this last verse I'm going to put in that B minor 7th chord just to show you where it would fit in. You don't have to use it, you can just use the chords we've been using. As I say, it's just a little nuance that I like to use. Keep doing that, don't I? It's okay. A cherry when it's blooming, it has no stone. A chicken when it's pippin', it has no bone. Our baby when he's sleeping has no crying, and our love is a story that has no end. Now we come to another important part of a song, the ending. That's why I thought it would be a good time to bring in that chord. So I'll show you how I end this, just nice and simple. And our love is a story that has no end. So I'll just quickly run through those 2 chords at the end there. That tells anybody else that's playing with me that the song is coming to an end, rather than just strumming on and everybody finishing at different times and finishing untidily. So, as I say, this is my first time attempting this. I'm not a teacher by profession or anything like that. Any questions, please comment. If I can answer them, I will. If I'm going wrong anywhere, let me know. But remember, you can rewind and you can fast forward and you can pause this video. So, you know, I expected you to know your chords, your D, your A and your G chord for this video on the guitar. If in future lessons you'd like me to give chord positions for the instrument I'm using, I will. In fact, I'll do that at the end here. D chord on the guitar, we're in standard tuning by the way. Maybe not 100% accurate, I didn't use a tuner, but it's near enough. So a D chord, I put my first finger, by the way, the 6th string is your bass E near the ceiling, and the 1st string is the E nearest the floor. So my first finger goes on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. My 2nd finger goes, and you know what, I've just switched the whole thing around now I think about it. Yep, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. My ring finger, or 3rd finger, I don't count the thumb because we're playing guitar, that goes on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and my 2nd finger goes on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. I'm using a plectrum to play, but you can use finger picking techniques, you can use picks or don't use picks, I don't care, as long as all your chords sound properly. You get a nice clear sound, you're only using the strings you're meant to use on your chords, and a good way to get that clear sound is fret right in the middle. So where your fret wire is, just get your finger right in the middle of the space between the 2 wires, and you get a lovely sound that way. Some people like to fret closer to the edge. My fingers are too big for that, so I do it that way. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this first lesson. I might do some others, depends how this one goes. Either way, thanks for tuning in, thanks for playing along. This has been fun. Hopefully we'll do this again. In the meantime, take care and keep picking and grinning. Cheers.